it would involve me selling the homestead and moving. And I got to be honest with you guys, that's just not an option for me. Hey, there you go, folks. I'm Sean the Modern Yeoman, and I've got some news for you. Bittersweet news. Hopefully more sweet than bitter, but something that will probably mark a profound change of chapters in our life here at the Homestead. Before I get to it, though, come help me hay out the chickens. I say hay out the chickens, but there's actually a point of clarification needed. This is actually straw. If you have livestock of any kind, chickens or pigs or sheep or whatever, and you aren't using straw, I'd highly suggest looking into it. We actually have a local source of straw. It's very cheap for us, and it's an excellent form of carbon or mulch for our chickens. It keeps the run hygienic, and because of its inexpensive nature, it's something that I can change out or add to the chicken run once every, 2 weeks or so, and it gives them a new kind of fresh, clean start, and it really keeps the stink down, and it gives them something to kind of pick through. It keeps them occupied. They really love when I dump some new straw in their run. Also, real quick update on the eggs. As you may have noticed back there, sometimes neither of the turkey hens are laying on the eggs. Occasionally they'll both be up there. It's very rare, but this is one of those occasions where all of the eggs are left open. I see one of the white turkey hens coming this way, so she's probably gonna take up her post on the nest. But I did want to show you that, give you an update on these. So far, I've candled one or two, and I think there's something in there. I'm not sure, though. We're going to give it one more week. By our calculations, that's if they were going to have turkey poults, since those eggs have originally been laid, they would probably hatch within a week, maybe 2 weeks from now. So, yeah, the turkey hens are coming this way. So I'll keep an eye on this, give you guys an update on whether or not we get hatch-out turkey eggs. And, if we don't, obviously, I'll just compost those, but I think I might want to start a breeding program next year with both turkeys and chickens and just start incubating and doing the turkey eggs myself. Also, it's going to be time to harvest our sweet potatoes here soon. I would say within 2 or 3 weeks, we're going to start harvesting. Hopefully we get a nice big crop, a nice big harvest of sweet potatoes. Last year we got, let's say it was like 200 pounds worth of sweet potatoes. I hope to top that this year. It's interesting because I'd say it seems like lately, most of our meals are from things that we've raised or grown from the homestead. We're going through the pork. We're going through old turkey and chicken meat that we've butchered in the past year that's just been in our freezers. We've been going through those sweet potatoes, like I just mentioned, and tons of eggs every day, as well as just stuff we've grown on the garden. Tomatoes, peppers, various squash that we had the foresight to start freezing up and saving before the squash bugs took over. We've actually have a round of volunteer, I think they're zucchini, that have started to grow now. So we're gonna see if we can do a fall crop of zucchini. I don't think the squash bugs are around anymore, so that might be something we'll do from now on, is just get a fall crop of squash. These volunteer ones seem to be growing pretty well, so we'll see how that goes. Also, check it out. Some of the new girls have started laying. These little eggs indicate to me, here's a normal egg, here's one of the little eggs, indicate to me that some of our new crop of chickens that we got from the Kramers have started laying. So we should start getting more chicken eggs soon, and that's pretty exciting. So you might be wondering what the news is. Well, I'll just jump right into it. and be honest with you guys. A lot of you know that I work a full-time job. A full-time job that's pretty demanding. I work anywhere from 50 hours a week to some weeks close to 70 hours a week. Last week was one of those weeks. I just didn't have time to edit a video, to film or edit a video, just because I was so slammed. Now, here's the thing about that job that I have. It's work from home, which is an incredible blessing. It's a full-time job, full-time corporate job, but it gives me the flexibility to work from home. I don't have to worry about a commute. I do need to travel occasionally, but by and large, I can post up in my home office, either here in the house or sometimes in my parents' camper. And that's been great. It's been a blessing, the fact that I have this means to provide for my family and I don't ever have to leave the homestead. It's limited me somewhat in terms of the projects I want to take on and the things I'm able to do here on the homestead. But by and large, I've been able to keep up with things. I mean, we had the pigs last year. We are continuing with our turkey program. We're going to be getting more pigs here soon. We're talking about getting sheep. There's a lot that we're able to do just in kind of maintenance mode without getting too involved with crazy infrastructure projects just because I don't have the time. Well, there's been an interesting development in my job. I'm not going to name the company I work for. It's a big company. You've heard of it. You could probably figure it out if you do some digging. But this company has recently decided that most people that currently work from home, that are virtual office workers, need to come into the office. And that's probably going to affect me as well. I'm not 100% certain. There might be some strange loophole where I'll get an exception, but the way that it's looking is that I'll probably need to make the decision to whether or not I want to return to an office. Now, suffice it to say, there's no office nearby, and it would involve me selling the homestead and moving. And I got to be honest with you guys, that's just not an option for me. That will never be an option for me. This homestead, this multi-generational homestead that we have, is far too important to me, to my family. It's not just me and Holly and Henry. There's also Nana Jana. There's also my parents. So what does that mean? Does that mean that I would need to resign my job, look for employment elsewhere? I don't know. I'm not going to speculate on camera, but I'll let you put two and two together. I will probably need to be getting creative in terms of my employment situation here fairly soon. I don't have a timeline. I just know that it's one of those things that'll probably sneak up on us here in the next few months. Now, am I scared? No, not at all. I think we're in a good position. I think we're more than set up to land on our feet. Even if we need to, let's just say we'll be okay, I think. So it's given me room for a lot of thinking about what I want to do in the future. This full-time job has been great after Henry was born because it gave me the opportunity to provide and work from home. But I think in the future, I may switch back to, when it becomes time to turn the page and move on to a new chapter, I think I may switch back to a situation where I'm working part-time or doing something else in a creative capacity. And this might be just the opportunity to do that. Again, am I 100% certain that it's going to happen? Not 100%. But I'm fairly certain that chapter change will be sneaking up on us here in the next few months. It's led to a lot of conversations between us about how we want to move forward. But the takeaways that I'd like to share with you is that we're okay, number one, and number two, we're not going to move. We're not going to sell the Homestead. We're not going to leave. There's too much we want to do here. There's too much growing up that we want to see happen here with Henry. I'm not going to make that decision to move. So, long story short, it's been something that's bugging me. It's been something that's been going on in the background, and it's starting to come to a head, and it's starting to look like something we'll have to face here in the next few months. If you're the praying type, I'd appreciate your prayers to help us navigate this new situation that we're going to be in. Good vibes, whatever you want to send my way, I'll certainly take it. But it's put us in an interesting position, and I think we're equipped to navigate it. But I did want to give you folks an update on, number one, why my posting schedule's been so weird. That's because I have this crazy busy job. But number two, this crazy busy job might just be going away. Anyways, things have been hectic, but I do want to keep you guys updated on how things are going, and things are going, and things might be changing here fairly soon. So keep up with us. We're going to be keeping an eye on those turkey chicks. If no turkey chicks pop out, we're going to be processing those turkeys. That's something I'll definitely do a post on. And we're going to be getting those sweet potatoes out here pretty soon. And we're going to be talking about our next round of livestock. We're thinking a certain breed of pig. We'll discuss that in an upcoming video. But thanks for hanging out with us on this update. We love you guys. We appreciate you guys. And until we talk to you again next time, remember, as always, slowly, slowly.